What's going on, guys? How are you? Welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen, kitchenettes. We're doing something a little different today. Something a little different. I was feeling saucy. And I'm using pineapple juice in this one. Yes, I just refilled my glass. How is everybody? Are we all having a fantastic week? Let's see if I can straighten this out a little bit. I'm always having technical issues. Usually I check it out before I hit the button, but I didn't this time. My bad. Sorry. How is everybody? Are we good? Happy Wednesday. So you all know that breakfast is my very favorite. And if you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Breakfast is my favorite. I just don't like it for breakfast. So in the spirit of me doing breakfast for dinner, yet again, I am actually in my pajamas and I'm doing it, doing the thing. And so typically we do dinner or lunch or something, but today we're doing breakfast and I'm all right with it. And typically I drink a beer. Tonight, mimosa. Shout out to you, my beautiful daughter, Jasmine, because I know these are your favorite. And I don't do a traditional mimosa because, you know, like I said last week, I'm all about the extra. Can't have just a champagne flute. I got to have a water goblet. So that's how we're rolling tonight, guys. So I have sausage cooking over here because I'm doing breakfast. And on Monday, if you watched Monday Morsels, you know that I made lemon cream cheese. And we are going to do stuffed French toast. I'm super stoked about this. I love French toast, and it's even better when it's stuffed with ooey gooey goodness, right? Hey, V! So first I'm going to make my batter. I actually have just some panko breadcrumbs in here. I broke down the box on accident, but hey, Jeanette! Oh, I love it. On the road. Traveling back home, are we? I buy these panko breadcrumbs because usually they're cheaper than the ones that are in like the breadcrumb aisle. And you find these in like the international area, like where the Asian foods are at. And they're like $2. So they're super, super inexpensive. Whereas the other breadcrumbs are going to cost you like $4. So that's why I buy these. As far as quality, I mean, they're breadcrumbs. Who really gives two honks, right? Cheers to you, Jeanette. I don't know if you caught it or not, but I'm drinking mimosas tonight, not beer. Y'all probably think I'm a damn alcoholic or something because I'm always drinking. All right, so I got my breadcrumbs. I got my pan warming. I got some cinnamon here. It's funny because, you know, when I'm cooking dinner or whatever, I have my trifecta of spices. When I'm cooking breakfast, I also have one, but it's not really a trifecta. It's more than that. So I have my cinnamon, my little shot of nutmeg, just knowing that nutmeg is a lot stronger, so you got to be careful with that. And then sometimes when I'm feeling real feisty, I'll throw in some ground ginger. Let me go the right way here. And so I put that all in my breadcrumbs. And then I'm just going to mix them up a little bit here. Jeanette, I hope you had a good vacation. My pan is getting smoky over here. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Turn it down a little bit for a minute. And then in my other pan, oh, I forgot my milk. In my other pan, I'm just going to crack like 4 eggs. I like to put my spices on top of my eggs before I whisk them and add the milk. I don't know why. I'm just kind of weird like that. So I'm going to add my cinnamon to this too. And I always do a generous amount of cinnamon, mostly because that's what people are kind of used to. But I'm going to do the same 3 spices. So the cinnamon, the ginger, and the nutmeg all on top of my eggs that I cracked. And again, I only cracked 4 because I'm not making very many. It's just Zane and I tonight. And then my very, very expensive vanilla. Can't believe I spent that much for vanilla, I'm not going to lie. And I'm just going to throw some in. Put it in there until your heart's happy. Oh, I'm so glad you're having a good vacation. Now I'm just going to mix my eggs before I add my milk, because I want everything all broken up before I thin it out a little bit. And you don't have to add milk. If you want a more eggy French toast, by all means, you do not have to add anything to it. You can leave it just like that. But I'm all about stretching the things. And so when you add a little bit of milk, it's going to stretch it out a little bit more and not make it so eggy. I love French toast, but I'm always disappointed when people's French toast is super eggy. When it just like that's all you taste is the egg. And then I'm just going to blend those 2 together. And you can use oat milk or almond milk. I've actually used vanilla creamer in my eggs for my French toast before. Any kind of milk that you drink in your house will work. It does not have to be just 2% or whole milk or whatever. And if you decide to use heavy whipping cream, you're going to want to add water because that's going to be really, 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 really thick. All right. Let me put my eggs away so they don't sit on my counter any longer. So I just took a piece of plastic with the bowl that I mixed my lemon cream cheese in on Monday and laid it on top of it so it wouldn't dry out. So that's always a fun little trick. And so I'm just going to take my bread, and I was going to buy special, like my fat bread that I love so much for French toast, but I was like, yeah, I just bought bread. And then I realized the bread I bought was basically 2 different loaves of the same bread. So it was pretty awesome. But Zane's not happy with me because it's the nut and oat bread, both of them, and he's not down for that. We're just going to spread it like a sandwich, right? Make it a little thick. And again, this was my lemon cream cheese. You can do any flavor you want. Just making a sandwich out of it. Cream cheese sandwich. I'm going to, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit so you can see that part. You might get that glare off of that too. Oh, let me do it the right way here. Sorry, guys. I'm such a professional. Why do you think I went into video editing, right? Because I'm such a professional. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm actually going to do my other Sammy too. So I'm just loading it up with some of that cream cheese, make it pretty thick, go all the way to the edges. Get some oil in my pan that's steaming freaking piping hot, probably too hot, but we'll see in a minute here. I did turn it down. And I'm using coconut oil. Again, you can use any oil you want. I just prefer when I'm making a sweet breakfast to use coconut oil because I like coconut. Too bad. Not super disgustingly hot, and I like that. Love my new pants. I am in love with these guys. All right, so now I'm just going to take my Sammy. I'm going to dip it in my eggs. Just quickly on both sides. dump it in my panko. And then that's going to create a nice little crust. I don't like to squish it too much, so there we go. So see, it's got like this nice little, ooh. I'm just going to set it in there. And I'm just going to do 2 at a time because obviously, even though I have a big pan, my pan's not going to fit any more than 2 at a time. Hey, Carisha. Vanilla creamer all the time. Perfect. Love it. I'm such a fan of using vanilla creamer. Have you ever used it in oatmeal? My mom used to think I was disgusting when I would feed my kids oatmeal with vanilla creamer in it until she tried it. She's like, oh my gosh, that's life-changing. Hey, Nick. Hey, Sue. Ground nuts and put it in with the breadcrumbs. I've never ground nuts to put it in with breadcrumbs. You absolutely can. I'm using a nut oat bread though, so I don't know that it's necessary for this particular batch. But yeah, that would be amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your kids use it in cereal? Love it. Hey, sometimes when you don't have milk and there's vanilla creamer, what else are you going to use but vanilla creamer in your cereal? I'm trying to think of a question for you guys this week. I don't know that I have one. Shredded coconut would not go well in my house. It's like a weird split in my house with the coconut. But that would be good. If everybody in your house agrees that they don't think that coconut tastes like, oh, what does my daughter say? Ground up toenails? Yeah. Yeah, so that would be awesome. Absolutely. With your panko, that would be amazing. Oh, it may have waited too long. Oh no, perfect. Look at that golden crispy brown. Loving that. It's the good stuff right there. Anybody done this before already? Hey, Spencer. Or anybody ready to do it because now they've seen how easy it is? See, so I've asked about your favorite beverage while you're hanging out. I've asked about your favorite music. What about your favorite color? Everybody drop their favorite color down in the comments. I don't know why. Just because I'm feeling colorful. I don't know. Drop your favorite color down there. Let me see what you got. Mine's purple. Just so you all know. Purple. If you didn't know, now you know. Again, here we go with that. Ooh, it smells good in here, guys. And I actually do like the thinner bread for doing this, just because when you do thicker bread, sometimes it makes it real difficult to get it all the way cooked. I'm just going to shut that off so I can cut this real quick for you guys. And that way you can see the inside. Not that it looks like super spectacular or anything, but you know, it's a little ooey gooey and you might enjoy that view. We're gonna get real fancy here and we're just gonna do some powdered sugar over the top. Look how pretty that is. Loving it. So easy peasy breakfast for anybody that's wanting breakfast for dinner, or hell, if you're going to do a brunch, I don't know. My son's going to love this, though, I can tell you that much. Look at that. Favorite color's green. Tori says purple. We got lots of green and purple. Love it. Excellent, excellent. So that's my stuffed French toast with sausage, guys. And a mimosa to go with it. I have to tell you all, I'm very, very thankful. I have 64 of you that have subscribed to my channel. I'm so excited. And if you want to share, continue to do so, please. I would love to see your favorite episode reshared because that would be really awesome. There's actually going to be a little contest going on, but I'm not really sure of the specifics yet. So I don't want to share anything until I know. And I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for joining my Bare Bones Kitchen.